Yo, Unlimited. What's up? Yeah, finally. Another stream going. What's up, Mad Max 26? I assume you guys are getting back from my reaction to episode 6 of One Punch Man. What's up, Tamaj? What's up, Zay King? Can wait for a few more people to get on in here. And let's talk all this Justice League bullcrap that's going on. It's pissing me off. It is pissing me off. What's up, CW Stealth 20? What's up, Andy? What's up, Eduardo? A lot of people actually turning up for this, surprisingly. So, first off, how are all you guys doing? How are y'all doing this evening, or morning, or afternoon, or wherever you live? For me, it's evening. It's good. You're all doing good. Alright, so let's talk some of this Justice League. It's a mess. It is a mess. So, well, what do you got? What is all of y'all's biggest gripe with Justice League? First of all, do you guys have any gripes with Justice League? $14 people in here. That's surprising. Alright, so first off, I just want to talk about how people are saying the Zack Snyder cut does not exist. It may not. I don't know. Even if it doesn't exist, I want Zack's vision of the film. That's all I'm asking for. Okay? There's been storyboards leaked that showed Bruce Wayne, or that showed Batman. It showed the nightmare scene. He was coming out from this bunker. Behind him, you could see the Wayne Manor. Now, in the storyboards, it showed Darkseid. It showed him tampering with a mother box. There was this boom. And then it went back to the nightmare scene from Batman v Superman. So, the Wayne Manor that was behind Bruce, that would have been the Hall of Justice. Because at the end of Justice League, the Wayne Manor was turned into the Hall of Justice. Right? So then, in the nightmare scene, that Wayne Manor, that was the Hall of Justice, since that nightmare was from the future. Right? So, that was the original, well, that was Snyder's vision for the final battle, is that Superman was going to have this vision, and it was going to be a vision of some of the nightmare scene, which will have tied it all together from Batman v Superman to Justice League. It would have tied all this crap together. And we would have gotten our first teaser Darkseid. But no, Warner Bros. Wants to snip it all. It's bull crap. It is bull crap. Even, what's his name? Is his name Sharon Hines or something? The guy who played Steppenwolf, even he said we need a director's cut. Okay? That's saying something. The guy who played the main villain. I think there's probably like, I'm reading Tamaj's comment. I think there's probably like 50% of the movie that's Snyder, that's unfinished with CG, but instead of finishing it, I will admit, they just made it 100% different. Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of Snyder stuff. Like, okay, so the scene where Snyder first appears at the Amazonian mother box, there was a scene of that with the original version of Steppenwolf, Zack Snyder's version of Steppenwolf. It was exactly what Tamaj just said. It was unfinished CG, but it was the same scene, but with Snyder's version of Steppenwolf, which looked a little more alien-like from the credit scene of Batman v Superman. And also, okay, so Superman was my favorite character in the film. He really was. Like, Superman ever since Man of Steel, I've loved Superman a lot more than I've ever loved Superman. And after Justice League, like, okay, Batman used to be my favorite DC character pre-Justice League movie. After Justice League, I'm kind of torn now. I don't know if it's Batman or Superman, because now, because of Justice League, I really like Superman. Yes, despite all the CG stuff, I was talking about his personality. And one of my favorite parts of the film was when Superman came and he was like, I believe in truth, but I'm also a big fan of justice. That was Superman, okay? That was Superman. What, did it sound corny? Yes, it was corny, but I feel Superman could get away with saying that. Even in live action, no matter how corny it sounds, I believe Superman could get away with saying that because he is the iconic symbol of hope, Boy Scouts. So I feel it suits him. He could get away with saying corny stuff like that. And it worked. For me, it did. Did I like the way it looks like the League needed Superman there and how he overpowered Steppenwolf and threw him around like a rag doll? Not really. It would have been cool if he was a little bit more of a challenge. But then again, Steppenwolf did say one of the only reasons he was invading Earth was because there were no more Kryptonians, which means that would be a huge threat to him. But, yeah, so Superman was my favorite character. Don't get me wrong, it's just the CG lips. And you could tell the Snyder scenes. You could tell. And both deleted scenes were both Snyder scenes. Okay? There was no CG lip. You had the Hans Zimmer score. The cinematography. It was Snyder cinematography. But no, we get those scenes cut for scenes like Flash falling on Wonder Woman, and for Aquaman sitting on Wonder Woman's lasso, you know, telling the truth about stuff. And then it was a joke that Lois Lane said or something. I don't remember. But just so much important stuff cut for BS. For BS. Oh, a lot. 20. Oh, I was talking a lot. Ranting. 20 people here now. Yeah, Tamaj, exactly. That's what he was doing. It would have tied in with the nightmare scene. When Superman had, well, we didn't get to see it because it was cut. But if we got to see Superman have that vision of the nightmare scene, it would have all tied in perfectly. But it's a shame. It is a shame. That's all I can say. My other gripe with Justice League, we got the Superman we all wanted, but it didn't feel natural. There wasn't any progression of the character. That's what I was hoping for in the previous movies. Uh, well, okay, Tamaj, let me ask you a question. All right, have you seen the deleted scenes? Have you seen, like, after watching the deleted scenes, do you feel that added any more progression to Superman? Like the scene where uh he saw the black suit and stuff and he picked the red and blue suit, and then the scene when he went to Alfred. Do you think that added anything at all? I mean, I get like yeah, when he got to Steppenwolf, he was all happy and stuff, and it was like it was out of nowhere. But do you think if those deleted scenes were in the movie, then do you think that would have added anything? It all should have been in the movie. And the suit, okay, so the suit, the original Zack Snyder version of the Justice League suit, remember like uh the very first promo, I guess, we got for the film, and uh I don't know how to really describe it besides saying it's a darker tone. It was a darker tone. You could still see kind of the brush marks and stuff on his shoulders, but it was a darker tone and it looked more natural versus the Whedon shots, which you could tell at the very end when Superman was racing with the Flash. You could tell like it looked like it was spray painted or like it was deodorant stains, like everybody likes to call it. And I know it wasn't all Whedon's fault. It's mostly Warner Bros. Because they cut all these scenes. And I get it isn't all Whedon's fault. And I like Whedon because he worked on Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron. So I like him, but I don't think he should have been involved with Justice League. I really don't. The deleted scenes seem like puzzle pieces. I can't do any. Yeah, you got a point. I mean, we all know I've watched them, and it was cool, but I guess I'm on Tamaj's point. It's just like puzzle pieces. You still don't get that progression of the character going from, mopey to happy, you know? So I guess Tamaj is a good point. Oh, Cheppy, I didn't even notice you were in here. What's up, man? But, so, I just need Snyder's vision, okay? Some people are saying it doesn't exist. It might not. But Snyder had a different vision. Okay, the storyboards showed Darkseid. The storyboards showed the nightmare scene. So obviously this was going to go a different way. And one thing for me that kind of okay, so I don't know if I mentioned this in my movie review or not, but I was thrown off by Superman's return. I really was. I didn't expect him to come back like that. Especially because of the end credit scene of Batman v Superman. I expected this grand return of Superman. Not Barry and Victor digging up his grave and then them throwing him in the slush pool and him bringing back to life through the mother box. I expected something more grandiose. What I expected was, okay, say it was the final battle. They're all losing to Steppenwolf and his army. And then you hear this sonic boom, like, poof, and then you see Superman come in. That's kind of something I expected. I was okay with his return. It's like, I just accepted it because that's how they did it. You just gotta accept it for what it is. But I didn't really like it too much. I wasn't really satisfied with it. I think it could have. I don't think it should have went down like that, especially after the dirt rising, off of his grave. I expected some. I don't know if I was expecting too much. I just expected something more grandiose. Hail Snyder. Yeah, that dark side scene who have killed me. I always want to see him on the big screen. It would have killed all of us. Y'all should have seen me in the theater of Justice League when the Green Lantern came in. Me and my brother went balls off the wall ballistic. That was awesome. That was awesome stuff. And all the Superman scenes were awesome, except for the CGI. But I'm talking about action-wise. It was awesome. Yeah, Ryan, I mean, look, I get, yeah, move on, don't stay in the past, but these deleted scenes keep getting shoved down our throats now. You know? We got one yesterday of the black suit, or a few days ago. And then today, we get the scene of who Alfred was talking to when he said you'd come. So it's just too much going. And then the storyboards with Darkseid. And then all the behind the scenes stuff with Superman and scenes that we didn't even see in the movie. There's just too much going on, too much being shown for me to forget about it. I don't think I can ever forgive Warner Bros. For this one. I really don't think I can, because Justice League for me was supposed to be like Avengers. Avengers put a staple in comic book film history. That's what Justice League was supposed to do. That's what I personally feel. Justice League should have done that. Justice League just felt like, it didn't feel grandiose how it should have felt. It just felt like kind of like a mediocre film. It should have felt more grandiose. Can read some of y'all's comments. I don't like it when he came back. I felt like it was going to be better. It'll be better if Superman popped in at the end, like right when that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it should have been more grandiose. Like say they're all losing to Steppenwolf, and like they're all getting their butts handed to them, and then Superman comes in, and he helps them all take them down. Like I didn't like his resurrection. It didn't really feel right. It was not what I was expecting. I don't know. Maybe I was expecting too much. I really want a director's cut edition, but I'm still planning on buying the Blu-ray on March. It's better than nothing for the moment. Yeah, I guess you're right. But I just wanted Justice League to be a movie that at least brought a conclusion to the nightmare thing in Batman and introduced us into certain parts of the larger universe. Yeah. Avengers was legendary, but Warner Bros. Made it different. Avengers was legendary, okay? And Infinity War will be legendary as well. See, look, you guys know I am a fan of both Marvel and DC. I don't pick sides. I like both equally. But there's no denying that Marvel is like way, way, way ahead of their game. They know what they're doing. They've been building to this Infinity War, which when I see it, it might kill me because that movie is going to be so amazing. That's what I wanted Justice League to do for me. I wanted to, like, by the end of Justice League, I wanted to, like, it just should have done a lot more than it did. Okay? These are the finest DC characters coming on screen for the first time. That was supposed to be amazing. That was supposed to be amazing. And I can't even call Justice League a masterpiece. Batman v Superman, that's a masterpiece film. For me. Man of Steel, that's a masterpiece film. Both of those films are masterpieces. You got the Snyder cinematography, Hans Zimmer scores, and then Justice League, like, okay, Batman and Justice League. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about my small gripes with Batman. I get he is more hopeful now and has a restored faith in humanity. But when I saw Batman on the ground, like almost curled up in a ball, saying, yeah, something's definitely bleeding, that didn't feel like the Batman that I saw from Batman v Superman. That didn't feel like the Batman that I saw from the warehouse fight. That didn't feel like that Batman. This felt like a Batman. I wanted the Batman from Batman v Superman. That was Batman. Except they should have taken that Batman, put him in Justice League, except just leave out the killing. I mean, well, of course you have to kill the parademons, and they're not really people anymore once they're parademons. So I mean, that was okay. But I didn't like him making certain jokes. Batman has dry humor. That humor that Bruce Wayne had in Batman v Superman, that's the humor that should be in the DCEU. It doesn't need to be super, super, super comedic. Okay? That wasn't Batman. At least not all of it. The very first scene in Gotham, that was Batman. Though the fighting did seem a bit slow, that was Batman. That was Gotham. It felt like Gotham. You know? I'm gonna read some of y'all's comments. Steppenwolf was killed too easily. Well, was he killed? Okay, here's my question. In the original cut, weren't we supposed to see Steppenwolf in Apocalypse and then see him killed by Darkseid? If we weren't supposed to see that, that would have been cool to see. I don't know if we were supposed to see it or not. They've been making it since... Oh, you're talking about Marvel right here. They've been making it since Iron Man 1, then all the other movies. It's a big puzzle that was being assembled. Yeah. See, every single Marvel movie... And I'm not saying all these movies have to be, you know, extremely connected. Like, doesn't need to be crossovers in every single movie. I'm just saying... Like, how Andy was talking about the Marvel movies being connected in some way, like puzzle pieces, and then how Tamaj was talking about, how he was saying, like, the nightmare scene from Batman v Superman, how that could have tied into Justice League, how that could have tied together. You know, it's good to have some form of connection so that you know these movies exist in the same universe, and to have this build up to something grand like the Infinity War. Gotham. Yes, it is Gotham. It's Gotham. That's how it's spelled. Curtis, well, how do you guys say Gotham? Gotham. Ham. Yes. Gotham? Why would you... How do you guys say Gotham? Gotham. Gotham. I don't know. I say Gotham because it's spelled Gotham. That's Gotham. Gotham. I'm saying Gotham. I'm gonna say that. In my opinion, Warner Bros. Rushed the buildup of the DCEU. Okay. This is my opinion. I feel Batman v Superman was needed. That was a needed movie. And I know a lot of you do not think it was needed, but it really was, because this is a Superman, this is a Superman that is supposed to exist in the same world as us. How is the world gonna really react to that? You know, Batman v Superman showed how the world would react to that. And it showed Bruce Wayne was there the day of the Superman versus Zod battle. How he reacted to that. And he didn't like Superman because, you know, he's good now. But what if he turns bad one day? What if a person of this power turns bad one day? And that's what Batman v Superman was. It was showing how the world deals with Superman. I felt Batman v Superman was a needed movie. I don't feel it was a rush into making a bigger universe. I don't feel that. I feel it was a needed movie. I really do. Batman v Superman. The problem is that Zack was under pressure since Man of Steel. I don't know if you knew this, but the whole expanded universe thing wasn't planned by Snyder when originally... It wasn't? Well, actually, I guess I kind of knew that, I knew they didn't plan for it to be an expanded universe in the beginning. Because Batman v Superman happened 3 years after Man of Steel. Yes. Yes, Tatsuka. The Batman vs. Superman Ultimate Edition, that was a masterpiece. That's what I mean when I say Batman v Superman was a masterpiece. I mean the Ultimate Edition. It would be cool if Superman was on Steppenwolf's... See, I think that's what originally was supposed to happen, though. Because the story... Well, this is what I heard. That Darkseid and Steppenwolf, I guess, both bring Superman back to life, and they make him against the Justice League. That's what I heard. There's a lot of different stuff I heard. He should have been able to make certain decisions in the universe. Yeah, that was Zack's original take on his return. I believe, like, I people are saying there's no Snyder cut. There may not be. I just want Zack Snyder's full vision of the movie. I want to see all of his storyboards. I want to know all of his thoughts that he had for this film. That's all I want. Doomsday versus Darkseid. That'd be pretty cool. Do you guys think Doomsday could come back though? And it was basically Zod. There are a bunch of people who were associated with the production of Justice League who seem to think there is. I don't read DC Comics, but I thought the oh, this is some Marvel stuff. Originally, Zemo was supposed to. He was? Hold up. Zemo was supposed to don his purple mask in Civil War. Originally, Jesse Eisenberg wasn't going to play Lex. It always happens, but this is excessive. I didn't know Zemo was supposed to don his costume. I actually really liked Zemo though. A lot more than people did. One, he actually succeeded as a villain. And he was an interesting character. Just bought Digital Justice League. That's cool. The deleted scenes that come with it that should have been in the film. Like, this is another issue I have is we get a Batman v Superman Ultimate Edition, Suicide Squad Extended Edition, and then Justice League Blu-ray that comes with deleted scenes, deleted Superman scenes from the movie. Warner Bros. Cuts is it's like they cut the most important scenes. Like, even from Suicide Squad, even though the movie wasn't the best, they cut out an important scene with Joker and Harley Quinn when she was chasing Joker on the motorcycle. Like, that was some good character development and stuff in that scene. But snip snip. That Superman shot coming out of the ship is so epic and beautiful. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. We deserved to see it on the big screen. We deserved to see it in the theater. 3 hours for Batman v Superman. Justice League needs that extra footage. Yes, it does. It does. Okay? It really does. And because it needs it because there was some Aquaman stuff we didn't see, Cyborg stuff we didn't see, Batman, Bruce Wayne meeting two Green Lanterns, some Flash scenes, or Barry Allen scenes. fans will make the Justice League movie we all wanted. Yeah. Amazon and Walmart have Justice League Blu-ray runtime at 1:35 minutes. That's 15 minutes longer. Where everything that was cut should have stayed in the film. That's my issue. They cut the most important scenes in all these movies. Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad, Justice League. You cut out scenes that add great value. Like, there was also, I guess the scene wasn't finished, but it showed, okay, so you remember after the tunnel battle in Justice League, when they all enter the Batcave in, like, civilian clothes? Well, there was a version, they entered the Batcave in their outfits, and they were all being introduced to Alfred. So, when you think about it, the whole entire Justice League meeting Alfred was cut out, and then Superman meeting Alfred was cut out. That's important stuff, because then what down the line, you know, they're talking to Alfred, and the casual moviegoer is just like, since when did they meet Alfred? There's just so much stuff that adds so much more value that's cut from these DCEU movies and replaced for these things that we don't need. They cut out Superman saving people after the explosion in Batman v Superman. Katsuka, that's exactly the same thing I'm thinking. What is going through their minds? What went through their minds when they deleted the black suit cameo? What went through their minds when they deleted Superman meeting Alfred for the first time? It is pissing me off. Okay, now this is right. Yeah, they should have taken out... Why did it feel like that family had its own subplot in the movie? What? That family wasn't essential to the movie at all. Yet, the movie made that family feel so essential, it made them feel like they had their own subplot in the movie. You know, it kept showing the girl, it kept showing that house. That family was added by Whedon. Yeah, I bet it was. Sinatra, that's me on the inside. I'm crying as well. Why the hell did they add a random family scene instead of a black suit Superman? Exactly. I'm just reading y'all's comments now. I think I've vented and ranted all that I wanted to. It's good to have you guys. Somebody to get my frustrations out on. At least for this film. Wish it was cooler when they introduced Barry. You hear about the dark side tease being cut. Yeah. Yeah. Warner Bros. does need to have a good storyline, stick to it, and not let anyone mess it up. Yes, Katsuka, this is therapy. This, when I live stream or whenever I rant, it's like a therapy session. I'm getting out all my frustrations and have you guys to listen to me. Now, it does feel like a jump from Batman v Superman to Justice League because then you have Suicide Squad and then you have and you guys need to understand that the Suicide Squad in the DCEU was made after Superman's death. Like in the movie Amanda Waller, it said, what if there's a person, or I don't know who said it, but somebody said, what if there's a person like Superman again, and this time, like, who's going to be there to stop him? And so that's why the Suicide Squad was even made. Even though they can never take out Superman. But, you know, just, I guess, any person like Superman. Yeah, there's just not too much hype for Aquaman though, Katsuka. I mean, I'm excited for it, and okay, guys, know this. I'm gonna be with the DCEU regardless. Okay, I'm committed to this. This is the first time we've ever had a DC live action extended universe. I'm committed to this, and I love the DCEU. It's just I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like I don't notice all the flaws, you know? But yeah, I'm excited for Aquaman. Seems like they're doing pretty good. You know, as long as they don't cut stuff out, it would be more hype. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm excited for Aquaman. It just doesn't feel like there's much hype for it. I guess we just have to get a trailer or something. If you ask me, I think the main problem is that Warner Bros. And DC started with Zack's vision and went with it and changed their minds about it and deleted a lot of it and went with Whedon's vision instead. Yeah, yeah. Zack had a clear vision for this. He really did. And I'm not saying Whedon did anything on purpose to make Justice League bad, just because he worked with on the Avengers movies, but I just don't feel that's right in any type of way. To get someone who worked on a Avengers movie to work on a Justice League movie. That's the way I feel. I still hate that premise of Suicide Squad to this day. Let's make a team of humans to fight Superman when only like two could do damage or even. See, now that's a point. That's a point, Tamaj. Yes, that's why the Suicide Squad was even made in the DCEU. But that's your point. That's the point right there is, can Harley Quinn take out Superman? Can Killer Croc can Deadshot take out Superman? Can El Diablo take out Superman? These guys can't take out Superman. That is my problem with the members of the Suicide Squad, is that they were put together to take out a threat like Superman. There's no way they could take out a threat like Superman. Yeah, all we have seen are images. When that trailer hits, it'll be more than likely to get some momentum. Hopefully. See, Katsuka, that's what I was going to say. Okay, Batman made kryptonite weapons. If Deadshot had a kryptonite weapon, yeah, he could maybe take out Superman. Then again, you got to remember that Superman has super speed. Yes, Deadshot doesn't miss, but Superman has super speed. You got to remember that too. It's weird how DC Warner Bros. Have structured their live action shows, cartoons, etc., but can't structure their movie division correctly. On to live action shows. Look, they don't have to copy Marvel, but I love the fact that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agent Carter, all the Netflix shows, Runaways on Hulu, all that is in the same universe as the movies. It's just so cool that, like, you go to the movies and you bounce back to the TV shows. You bounce back, you binge watch a whole series. You go to Hulu, you know. So I'm not saying they have to copy Marvel in that sense, but like with Krypton, I hope, and it's still not even confirmed that takes place in the DCEU or not. I hope it is. Like, that's the only reason I'm gonna watch it, is if it's connected. Like, you guys know I don't watch the CW shows. You already know why. Okay? I made a whole video on why. You know why. If Krypton is connected to the DCEU, yes, I will watch Krypton. Have you watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode 10? Which season? There's 5 seasons. I've watched every single Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode, though, if that answers your question. Looking forward to... Yeah, Shazam is getting some good hype because Zachary Levi, he's excited to do the character. He's excited to bring this character to life. He recently teased on social media that the costume's already done. He was wearing the costume. So yeah, I mean, Aquaman and Shazam, hopefully those can do good to put some steam into the DC extended universe. Like I said though, I'm with this for the long run. I hear people all the time saying, I'm done with the DCEU, I'm dropping out, I'm done. I'm sticking with it, okay? Yes, it has its problems, but I'm not leaving it because I love it, okay? I love these characters that have been cast, and I love some of these stories that have been told so far. Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Wonder Woman, Wonder Gal, my girl. She was awesome. That movie, I wouldn't call it a masterpiece, but the movie was great. Okay, and Gal Gadot, Gal Gadot. Is that how you say it? Yeah, she is Wonder Woman. She's my Wonder Woman. I know some people really love Linda Carter, but no. Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman, okay? She is, like, yeah. Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman. I think DC and Warner Bros. Need to try and stop changing their minds on how they're going to do this DCEU and just try and stick with the plan and go with it like Snyder's big DCEU vision. Yeah. Yeah. See, Snyder had one whole vision for all of this. He was going to tie it all together so perfectly. I think Krypton was their answer to Agent Carter. Connected, but so far in the past they don't have to show any elements of Easter eggs of the films, since that doesn't exist yet. Yeah, I guess. Agent Carter shouldn't have been canceled, really. I enjoyed it. But yeah, what do you guys have to say? I've been ranting and stuff this whole time. Is They reamed Snyder pretty hard. It saddens me. Zack is a... And people say that people, like, people just love Snyder too much. That's not it. It's just... Snyder did such an amazing job with Man of Steel, and this is all my opinion. He did an amazing job with Man of Steel. He did an amazing job with Batman v Superman. Both of those are masterpiece films, to me. And speaking of what I think of each DCEU film so far, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, masterpieces. Suicide Squad, okay. No masterpiece. Not even excellent. Not even fantastic. Just okay. Wonder Woman, fantastic. Not a masterpiece. Not a masterpiece. Justice League, mediocre. It felt like a really mediocre film. It felt like a film that should have been way better than what it was. I know I've said that a lot, but that's what it felt like. It felt like a mediocre film that should have been way better than what we got. Warner Bros. Really showing signs of being, yes, okay? You guys probably know, but let me actually tell you guys, well, not everybody's going to know, but at least the people, you guys who are here live, the reason I haven't reacted to the Venom trailer is because I'm not excited for it. I'm not going to watch the movie because it's made by Fox, and I don't trust Fox. I mean, Sony. I don't trust Sony. I don't trust Sony with the Marvel characters. I don't. So, I have no... I heard that we didn't even see that Venom wasn't even shown in the teaser. I get it's called a teaser, but still, no. If you can't even show him in the teaser, I don't trust Fox with Marvel's characters because of what they did with the X-Men. I don't trust I don't trust Sony with Marvel's characters because of the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I liked the first one. I liked it. And now I'm starting to not trust Warner Bros. It's getting like that. Justice League is okay, but the first act is choppy. You didn't miss too much, Aaron. Just me ranting. Just me ranting. Who do you trust for DC? Well, I mean, it's just, I don't like Warner Bros. Cutting out all my scenes. Our scenes. It's our scenes that we should have had. I don't like Warner Bros. Cutting out our scenes of important things that would add great value to the movie, and then you add in all this BS that we don't need. That's what I don't like about Warner Bros. Same, I'm sticking by the DCEU. I want the universe to grow. I deeply enjoy the stories, visual language, score, and action. Yeah. My thoughts exactly. You haven't missed anything, Woken Warrior. Just me ranting. Just talking about what Justice League should have been. We need a proper Man of Steel 2. Rumors are circling around that. If that happens, I'm gonna... Look. If Tom Holland appears in Venom, I might just go crazy. I might just go crazy. I don't want Venom connected to the MCU. Now, if it's being made by Sony. I don't trust Sony. I don't trust Amy Pascal. I don't trust them with Marvel's characters. I don't. Okay? Marvel Studios now has the rights to Spider-Man, and look what they've done with them. Now he's already in Infinity War. At first he was just in Civil War. Now he's in Infinity War on giant space circles and on giant like circle things in space. You know? Lesson learned is to never trust Warner Bros. It doesn't matter to me if the movie starts off bad. I'm gonna walk out before they ream me with that Holland cameo. Yeah, no Holland in Venom. I don't want that. No. But notice how all these, for DC, all these upcoming movies, yet, Henry's been talking about, like, yeah, he's excited to do Man of Steel 2. There's no, like, there's no, like, date or anything for when it's going to be released or anything, like, and that's what most people want is a Man of Steel 2. Like, now that I think about it, I was saying something earlier, I was saying, like, after Justice League, it really made me like Superman a whole lot more than I already did. And Batman used to be my favorite DC character, but now I don't know which one it is. I think it's Superman. I think Superman is my favorite DC character now. I really think he is. Because of the DCEU. And Marvel's done that for a lot of characters. Like, before the Doctor Strange movie, I didn't know who he was. I didn't care about him. The same with Ant-Man. I didn't know who he was. I didn't care about him. Same with the Guardians of the Galaxy. I knew who Daredevil was. I didn't care about him until it was brought into the MCU through the Netflix series. Like, there are so many characters that I now love because of how they've been brought into the MCU and how I've learned about them. And the DCEU has done that for me for Superman. All Marvel films that are not in the MCU are crap in my opinion. Yes, we share the same thought, Adam. We share the exact same thought. I don't think any Marvel superheroes should be in their own universe. In my opinion, they all belong together as a big, one happy family. My thoughts exactly. Michael Bay is creating a... Oh, stop. Oh, stop. Get out of here. Really? Is Michael Bay doing Lobo? And I liked the Transformers movies. I did. Were they the best thing in the world? No. But I liked them. I did enjoy them. I did. What villain should Superman face in the sequel? Well, I'm thinking Brainiac. That'd be pretty cool. You know? I would say they have potential, but I'll just be a broken record. I said that with Fox and Sony. I never thought I would say that about Warner Bros. That's what makes me sad. Yeah. Basically, if it's not in the MCU, I don't care about it when it comes to Marvel. Somebody shares my exact thoughts. Somebody shares my exact thoughts. If it's not in the MCU, I really don't care about it. Except Deadpool. Deadpool gets a pass. Deadpool gets a pass. Okay? All I really want to see one day is Marvel and DC in one film. Watch, by the time that happens, I'm going to be like 80 years old. I'm going to have My box is gonna be completely gray. I'm gonna be in a walker or with a cane, huge old bushy gray mustache. And then when I'm like 80 years old, about to die, then they're going to announce Marvel vs. DC crossover movie. Right when it's about to be the end of my time. Because it doesn't seem like that's happening at the moment. DC needs to build up their universe more anyway, before that happens. But watch, like, out of all the times it can happen, watch it happen when our current generation is about to be gone. I have not seen Logan. And you know what's funny? I'm actually debating now if I should watch Logan. Because, like, in my video I did saying why I don't watch the Fox movies, people were saying, well, dude, you should at least watch Logan. You should at least watch Logan. So now I'm kind of debating it. I don't know. Deadpool is literally the only character that doesn't need changing. Yeah, nobody else could be Deadpool. Nobody else can be Deadpool besides Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is your Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man, your Chris Evans Captain America. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. I'll die happy if I saw a 3-hour 3 movie. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so excited just by you saying that. Just by you saying that, that got me hyped. I'll die happily if I saw a 3-hour 3 movie Marvel DC crossover. I would die. That would be the day I died. After that movie, I would be so happy. I would have everything. Coma, cardiac arrest, heart attack. I would go out epically witnessing the greatest movie of all times. I'd love to go out like that. Yeah, you guys are saying I should do Logan. It might happen. It might happen. Congrats for 8,000 subscribers. Yeah, almost at that 10K. Then what am I going to say after on our journey to 10,000 subscribers? Ryan Reynolds is Green Lantern. I don't know. I haven't seen the Green Lantern movie, but I haven't heard people saying Ryan Reynolds had that effect on Green Lantern. That he is Green Lantern. I would be in a coma if there was a movie like the one you're talking about. Me too. That could happen with... If you guys don't see my review for Infinity War, just know I went into some state of shock. Or I blacked out. Or something along the lines of that happened. Because that very well might happen. I think I might have a heart attack from excitement. I should stop. Yeah, before you give us all heart attacks. Infinity War, man. Like, this is my most anticipated movie ever. I've never been more excited. I've never been more hyped for a movie than Infinity War. I watch the trailer every single day. It's become a daily routine for me now to watch the... Don't get mad at me when I say this. The Infinity trailer alone is better than the entire Justice League movie. My personal thoughts. The Infinity trailer alone is better than the entire Justice League movie. That's not a good thing when a trailer is better than an entire movie. And that, obviously that's just my opinion. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Yeah, some of you guys are agreeing with me. I mean, that's just what I think. Even the 30-second TV ad. That was the best dang ad I've ever seen. Or spot, TV game spot I've ever seen. I'm trying to lower my expectations for Infinity War just in case it... I know I didn't read what I just... Like, I need my glasses. Ugh. I know I didn't read what I just... I'm trying to lower my expectations for Infinity War just in case it flops. Wasn't a fan of Avengers 2 or Justice League. Okay, that's understandable. I get people's gripes with both of those movies. And I don't see how they can fit over 50 characters in there with each getting developy. Alright, so look. First, all these characters have had character development through a span of almost 20 films. Right? And now, they're all being put in this movie together that has been building up for ages. The story has been being written for ages. It's not gonna flop. Okay? Trust me. I just know. It's not gonna flop. Are you gonna see Black Panther in theater this Friday? Heck yeah I am, Kimberly. Heck yeah I am. Have you seen the Solo trailer? Star Wars, that's a whole... I think that's a whole different video for me to do. Because I need to tell you guys exactly how I am with Star Wars. We're not ready for Marvel v DC crossover. That's why they're not going to make it in the next 30 years. They do not want to cause mass genocide. Yeah. DC times Marvel would happen sooner than we think. Disney buy all companies. Lol. Seems like they're about to do that. Seems like Disney is taking everything for the grabs. Are you going to watch Yep, guys. I will be watching Black Panther Friday. And there will be a movie review. Okay. Of course I'm watching Black Panther. The heck? I thought the trailers for Infinity War, and I thought they were amazing, but I said the same thing for some of the other movies as well and didn't enjoy them. Look, if Infinity War flops, well, Infinity War can't flop, okay? I refuse for Infinity War to flop. Infinity War, this is my personal thoughts on it. I feel Infinity War has to be the best comic book movie there has ever been. I will not accept it if it is not the best comic book film to ever happen. Just because something of this scale has never been done before. It should be the best comic book film in comic book history. It's my personal thoughts. Thoughts on the Flashpoint movie? Well, we don't know too much about it yet. I mean, isn't some of the directors from... Or is it the writers or the directors Spider-Man Homecoming. They're on for the Flashpoint movie. My thoughts of the movie itself happening. I haven't read the Flashpoint story yet. I still need to read the story. People are saying it's too soon. And if they adapt it exactly from the comics, that storyline, then it might be too soon. If it flops, you guys need to wash your mouths with soap. I don't want to see any more sentences with the word Infinity War and flops in the same sentence. You guys need to wash y'all's mouths with soap. Soap and dish detergent. The problem with the trailer is that it doesn't need to be amazing, but just to get your butt into a seat. Happened with me in the last 4 Transformers movies. I get goofed. Yeah. The trailer just has to get you to get a ticket and get in the theater. Who do you think will win if there was a DC versus Marvel film? Well, that's quite a question. Look, Superman, his one weakness is kryptonite. And I'm going to be talking about Superman and the Hulk for a minute or two. And then the Hulk, every time he gets hurt, he gets angrier. So it's like, he can't really die. I mean, he died in Civil War 2. If you guys have read the Civil War 2 comic, Bruce Banner's dead. It was because of a bullet. It was a special bullet that he designed, and Hawkeye shot him with the bullet. Really, I don't know who would win. I don't know because, well, when you think about it, Superman could really take out all the members of the Avengers. But then it comes down to, well, I was going to say just Hulk, but I forgot about Thor as well. So, you got Hulk and Thor, and then Superman and Wonder Woman. Excuse the dog barking outside if you can hear that. It's the neighbor's dog. But, so, a battle against the Avengers in Justice League, it would come down to Hulk and Thor versus Superman and Wonder Woman. That's what it would come down to. Aquaman, he's not a god like Wonder Woman is. So, yeah, Aquaman would eventually get out of the picture, I feel. It'll be Thor and Hulk versus Superman and Wonder Woman. And then, I feel it would eventually just be Superman versus Thor. Because Thor is stronger than Hulk, right? So Hulk would eventually get taken out. Thor is stronger than Hulk, I believe. Clint. Yeah. Ramsey, you haven't read Civil War 2? Yeah. Clint took all the Avengers went to confront Bruce because there was this kid named Ulysses. He basically could see into the future. He had a vision that the Hulk killed everybody. So all the Avengers together went to confront Bruce Banner, and Bruce was getting angry and agitated, and just as he was about to Hulk out, Hawkeye shot a bullet through his skull and killed him. And didn't Hawkeye go to jail for that? Did he go to jail? I'm trying to remember if he went to jail in the comic for that. I don't remember. Yeah, it's not a must-read, though, Ramsey. It's not a must-read. I mean, the first one was definitely better. The first Civil War comic was definitely better. The second one, though many people didn't enjoy it, I did. I really did. But it's not a must-read. I wouldn't say that. I just finished Secret Empire actually, finally. Um, I just finished Secret Empire, and last night I read the first issue of Marvel Legacy. Oh my god. It is so amazing. It was so amazing. I loved that first issue of Marvel Legacy. Who do you think would definitely die in Infinity War? I think definitely. I think Cap. I really think Cap might go down for the count. For real. If Tony dies, I might die. Iron Man is my all-time favorite superhero. I'm pretty sure most of you knew that already. Who do you think will win, Superman or Saitama? Well, wait. Joe hasn't seen enough One Punch Man to decide to be... You got a point. I've only watched the first 8 episodes. You guys will see those rolling out on my channel in a few days. I much prefer the original first rendition of Civil War with Steve versus Tony. Yeah, it was much better than Tony versus Carol. It kind of made me... I was on Tony's side in Civil War 2 as well. And this isn't me being biased, because I like Iron Man more. No, I saw Iron Man's point, not Carol's. Okay? You haven't read it, so you don't really know. But, yeah, it'll kind of make you hate Carol Danvers. It will kind of hate you, mate. It will... Whoa. My tongue got twisted. It will kind of make you hate Carol Danvers. And you want to like her because you got Captain Marvel coming out next year. If Tony dies... That's me. If Tony dies, I'm not watching any more Marvel films. If Tony dies, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I don't know. Just know that. Just know Tony is my all-time favorite person in comics at all. Just know that. It's because I feel I relate to him a lot. That's why. What other animes have you seen? None. I've only seen Boku no Hero Academia and One Punch Man. Captain Marvel was just really ignorant in it. It made me rage quit. Rage quit out of reading a comic. Yeah, like... it... Most people who read the comic, I'm sure, were on Tony's side. I don't see how you could have agreed with Captain Marvel's side. I really don't. I'm not going to spoil it for Ramsey, but yeah. Most people who read it, I'm sure, were on Tony's side. Speaking of Captain Marvel, though, I am excited for her film because she's supposed to be the most powerful character in the MCU. That's what Feige said. And, oh, accidentally turned, you got to see a little bit of my desk. But, when did we get the leaks of her costume? About a month ago? Or like a week or two ago? Either way, I think the costume looks good. It just needs to be a little more tight on her. Like, it needs to fit her a little better. But I'm excited for it. I'm ready for it. It's going to be the first female lead MCU superhero movie. And Brie Larson is the girl for the job. I think that baggier costume is more for the stunt double. Oh. Hey Joe, you should watch Black Lightning. It is a good show. uh, I'm not even gonna, you guys know why I laughed at that comment. I didn't mean anything by it, but you know why I laughed at it. You all know why. But no, on a serious note, I'm not doing CW. Not into it. Alright guys, I think that's it. I just wanted to get out my rant and my frustrations and my gripes about Justice League. I was going to do a recorded video on it, but I was like, why not talk to you guys live about it? So, yeah, I think I'm about to head on out. Man, I wish you could do a reaction video of you in the theater watching it. Infinity War. Your mental breakdowns in the two... Your mental breakdowns in the two trailers were just priceless. You guys could say, oh, he's overreacting, this and that, blah, 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 and blah. Well, you could say that. That's just how genuinely excited I am for these movies. That's all that is, okay? That's no over-exaggeration or anything. I'm serious. That's just my excitement for the movie, you know? I've been excited for this movie ever since it was announced. I'm ready to see all these characters come together to face my all-time favorite superhero villain, which is Thanos. I don't know how many of you knew that. Can you react to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? I'm not going to tell you guys what anime I'm doing next. Or animes. Hint, hint. You'll know soon. You will know soon. But yeah, on the Ebony's thing, that would be cool though if you could get... It would be cool if you all could just come to the theater with me and watch Infinity War. Now that would really be awesome. But I think it's a lot, who else going? It's going to be me, my brother, my best friend, and his brother, and one of my friends from school. It's going to be a lot of us to witness this epic, massive event. And they might have to carry me home because I might not be stable to do anything after I witness that movie. Well, yeah, guys, I think I'm about to head out. Any final questions any of you have? Want to answer some of your final questions before I leave, if you have any? I'm going to be so sad if Spider-Man does actually exit the MCU after the Homecoming sequel. It'll be a sad day for all of us. It'll be a sad day for all of us. That better not happen. They've perfected Spider-Man. I want him to stay in the MCU. You're probably going to come out of the movies. Your comments are literally making me laugh out loud. You're probably going to come out of the movies paralyzed with foam in your, with foam in your mouth. Yeah. People are probably going to have to be telling me to be quiet in the theater. This tall black man making all this noise in his seat. We're trying to watch the movie. Yeah, Tamaj, we all will. We all will. Hopefully DC could get to this point someday. It would be cool if, like, maybe a Crisis on Infinite Earths movie, but I just don't feel like that could be done. Even with the movie budget, movie quality writers, I think it's too... I've read Crisis on Infinite Earths. It was the first DC comic I've ever read. I think it's just too complicated of a story to do and to have a live action adaptation of. I think it's yeah, I think it's too complicated of a story to be adapted in live action. Imagine a Spider-Man and Deadpool team up film. That would definitely be an amazing thing to happen. Yeah, that would be cool. You know what? It would be cool if Ryan. This is how I think Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool could be incorporated into the MCU. Okay, say he is in a movie with like other heroes. In those movies, he will be toned down than he is in his own movies. But get this, it'll be funny because like certain things that he would say in his own movie, but then maybe characters like Captain America, if it was with him and he wanted to say like a really bad word or something really appropriate, and then Cap is like, hey, don't say that or something. And then it's something that Deadpool would have said in his own movie, but he can't say it due to him being in this PG-13 movie with these other characters. I think it would be kind of funny if like he'd be like, oh man, I can't say these certain things and stuff. I don't know exactly how that would work it in, but I would like it to Deadpool to be incorporated into the MCU because I don't see anybody else playing Deadpool. Team Cap or Team Iron Man? Team Iron Man. And no, not just because everybody likes Iron Man. No, not just because Iron Man is my all-time favorite superhero. I have my legit reasons, but I think that's another video for another day. I might do a whole video on why I'm Team Iron Man if you guys want that. You see, Ebony, that's the exact stuff I'm talking about. First thing, Deadpool breaks the fourth wall. So if he was in a movie with, like, the MCU heroes, and he said something just like you said, like, he'll be like, you guys are so lucky this film is PG-13. He would do a fourth wall break and say that, saying, like, that's why he can't be as inappropriate and vulgar with the language as he is in his other films. If they did stuff like that, I really think it could work. The only way DC will ever get to the Avengers level with Justice League someday is if Warner Bros. Stop meddling with directors' works and just step away. That's the takeaway. That is the whole takeaway. And that's what the topic of this stream even was to begin with. Is that, we were robbed of Justice League. It's what I feel. If Warner Bros. Will stop putting their noses in everything that these directors are doing and let the directors have their creative freedom, these films will get everything we wanted. These films will be way more satisfied with them than we have been. Right? But yeah, for real this time though, I'm about to head out. I don't know when my next stream will be, but this was fun. So, camera went. There we go. Yeah, my phone's about to die anyway. But yeah, this has been fun. I don't know when the next stream will be. I don't know what the topic will be. But this was definitely fun. So, I hope to do more in the future. I will do more. I just don't know when. But this is something I really want to talk about. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed, then I'm glad you did. Let me see if my links are in the... Or if they're not, then you know where to find me, all my social media and all that. Alright, Adam. Peace out, man. Ah, scrawny. The stream's just about to end. Dang. Well, at least you're here for these last few seconds to see me live. Alright, scrawny. Joe, when I search Infinity War trailer on YouTube, you're number 3 of my suggestions. It's funny how, like, I could search my name in now and, like, or when I search just like Mad Joe, the FC will pop up. So, like, that's how, I'm not that big on YouTube, but I'm big enough to where it will already, like, pre-type the rest of my name. And I'll see different things from a name like Mad Joe FC Infinity War, Mad Joe FC Boku no Hero Academia, Mad Joe FC One Punch Man. Alright, Eduardo, take care. And I think I'm going to head out, guys. My phone's about to die. It's been 1 hour and 30 minutes. So I will see you in my next video. And whenever I'm in the next stream. My name's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. Hope you all have a marvelous day. Mad out. I can't really clink my fists together and do my signature outro, or what has become my signature outro, because I'm using one hand to hold the phone. So, yeah. Mad. Strong. Together.